What if I told you motivation is lying to you? That the feeling you're waiting for, that sudden burst of inspiration, is actually the reason you're stuck? The Stoics knew this centuries ago. They didn't chase motivation. They practiced discipline, deliberate action, even when they didn't feel like it. And today, science finally proves what the Stoics always believed: discipline is the real key to success, not motivation. Let's dive into how this ancient rule can transform your life in 2025. Number 9. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation seems powerful, but it is transient. It's emotional fuel, which is useful yet unreliable. You could wake up feeling unstoppable one day and absolutely exhausted the next. That's because motivation is determined by your present mood, circumstances, or inspiration. Feelings, on the other hand, are irrelevant to discipline. It is based on commitment, structure, and repetition. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, observed, "No great thing is created suddenly." Modern psychology agrees. A 2023 study on behavioral consistency discovered that persons who rely exclusively on motivation are 60% more likely to abandon long-term goals than those who establish organized routines. Motivation may start your journey, but discipline will assure you arrive at your target. Number 8. The Stoic Foundation. Action over emotion. Stoicism argues that emotions should not be suppressed but mastered. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't waste time talking over what a decent man should be. Be one." That's the essence of discipline, action over emotion. The Stoics thought that success and morality stemmed from controlling one's impulses and choosing what is right over what feels easy. Modern science backs up this ancient truth. A 2020 Stoic Week study by modernstoicism.com found that adopting Stoic concepts such as discipline of action enhanced participants' life satisfaction by 16% and emotional resilience by 10% in just 7 days. The more disciplined the thinking, the higher the psychological stability. Number 7. Data proves discipline outperforms motivation. Recent science shows a measurable edge for disciplined behavior. In a 2023 Dutch twin study of nearly 4,900 children, researchers found that grit and self-control, the core elements of discipline, explain 28% of the variance in school performance. After adjusting for genetic factors, the direct causal effect was 4.4%, still a statistically significant predictor of success. What does this mean? While motivation can push you for a moment, disciplined behavior creates consistent results, even when other factors are accounted for. In another 2022 study of 2,308 high school students, those high in grit and intrinsic discipline outperformed peers in math, science, and English across 4 years. The numbers prove it. Discipline is the long-term engine of success. Number 6. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Think of motivation as the spark that starts the fire and discipline as the wood that keeps it going. When you first set a goal, such as getting fit, starting a business, or studying harder, inspiration gets you thrilled, but the excitement passes. That is where discipline takes control. The Stoics referred to this as discipline of will, or the inner strength to endure discomfort. In psychology, it's known as grit perseverance, in achieving long-term goals in the face of obstacles. According to Angela Duckworth's grit research, students with higher self-discipline scores fared 14% better in academic contexts than those with higher IQs. What's the takeaway? Motivation may win the first round, but discipline wins the war. Number 5. Discipline builds freedom. Motivation builds dependency. Here's the paradox. Real freedom comes from structure. Stoicism and neuroscience both confirm it. Discipline creates habits, and habits free up mental energy. When your behavior becomes automatic, waking up early, reading, exercising, studying, you no longer rely on emotional highs, you just do it. A 2024 neuroscience paper in Nature Human Behavior found that disciplined individuals showed 30% higher activation in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and focus. Motivation, on the other hand, triggered more limbic emotional activity, unstable and reactive. Discipline literally rewires your brain for consistency and long-term success. Number 4, Stoic strategy. Control what you can. Epictetus taught some things are up to us and some are not. This is the heart of Stoic discipline. Focus only on what you can control: your actions, habits, and attitude. Motivation relies on external circumstances, good weather, praise, opportunities. But discipline anchors you to internal control. A 2023 study on resilience found that individuals who practiced control-based discipline, focusing only on controllable factors, reported 23% higher well-being and 18% lower stress levels compared to those driven by motivational highs. In short, Stoic discipline shields you from chaos because it gives your life a stable foundation. Number 3, how to build Stoic discipline in daily life. Building discipline does not happen overnight. It was created through little, consistent activities. The Stoics used journaling every morning to align their minds, introspection at night to examine their actions, and deliberate discomfort fasting, cold baths, quiet to build willpower. Modern behavioral science supports this. The Atomic Habits Model, 2023 edition, demonstrates that making habits obvious, easy, and rewarding boosts long-term consistency by more than 45%. Combine Stoic ideas with habit science by journaling to clarify your priorities, eliminating distractions, and performing one disciplined action per day. This gradually rewires your brain to behave on principles rather than emotions. Number 2, modern proof. Discipline predicts happiness and success. The relationship between discipline and happiness may surprise you. In the 2024 Grit, Mindset, and Well-Being study, grit discipline-based persistence directly predicted psychological well-being with a beta value of 0.28, while self-efficacy confidence in one's ability had an even larger 0.36 effect. This means that disciplined people are not only more successful, but also healthier and happier. The Stoics understood that happiness comes from mastery rather than pleasure. Discipline allows you to live consciously and free of emotional volatility, which leads to deeper satisfaction, the type that motivation cannot deliver. Number 1, discipline in 2025. The edge for modern success. In today's world of distractions, unending notifications, dopamine spikes from social media, and continual comparison, motivation is fading faster than ever. But discipline gives you the advantage. Entrepreneurs, athletes, and creators who succeed in 2025 are not the most inspiring, rather, they are the most consistent. According to a 2025 Harvard Business Review article, professionals who follow disciplined routines are 42% more productive and 21% less burnt out than those who rely on motivating bursts. If this video helped you see success differently, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share this with someone who needs a push to stay consistent. Remember, motivation starts the journey, but discipline finishes it.